Hey, welcome everyone. This is Don Kryptonium, and I discovered something dangerous, powerful, and sustainable. Just recently, I was talking to you why Neutron is one of the strongest projects that is building right now, not only within Cosmos, but within all crypto. And today, we're going to focus on Apollo DAO and why this is the thing you absolutely must pay attention to. Before we start, you make sure you like this video, you love this video, and send this video across the web. Okay, so this is Don Kryptonium, and today I decided to educate myself a little bit more. Today I decided to educate myself on Apollo DAO because what I want to present to you, I want to present to you the best applications, the best protocols that are launching on Neutron, because there is heavy building happening. The Ethereum DeFi, the Ethereum liquid staking, and we already spoke about this, is going to happen on the Neutron network. And on the forefront of that innovation, on the forefront of utilizing that liquid staking and giving you the best yields is Apollo DAO. Okay, because I was reading the articles of Apollo DAO, and as I'm reading, I'm just, holy shit. This is powerful, okay? So what is Apollo DAO and the product Vaults? They offer absolutely the highest yields for liquid staking derivatives in Cosmos and beyond, and they started with the first product, STETH, offering over 30% APR. Because you need to understand, Ethereum DeFi will happen on Neutron because Neutron has perfect infrastructure with connection to Lido. Lido will make sure that the Ethereum DeFi, that the Ethereum-like banking, that the utility for ETH will happen on Neutron. Unfortunately, on Ethereum network, the retail cannot really participate efficiently in the DeFi. Neutron, the Cosmos network, is made for this. So how Apollo does that, they build their own vaults on the top of protocols like Astroport or Osmosis. They build concentrated liquidity, ensuring that there is highest yields generated from the volume, so concentrated liquidity position plus the exit tax. Because so let's focus slowly. So looking at the top yields, 31% on Ethereum, 150% on the TIA. So if you look at the yields, if you would like to just deposit by yourself into your liquidity position, so on Ethereum you will get close to 10%, which is still great. This is really high yield. But Apollo offers you over 30%. If you look at the STTIA and TIA, you will get below 40% if you do it yourself. If you use Apollo, that's 150%. That is already capped. So this is possible because they make their own strategies and because there is arbitrage opportunities happening, increasing the volumes, and because they have also the tax implemented that increases all the revenues that occur. So how does it work? Okay, I'm going to break it down as simple as possible because there is a lot of information, and I encourage you to check the articles by Apollo. They explain it really easily. Okay, so in short, they do volatility harvesting through the vaults. It creates a lot of arbitrage opportunities by having pools of liquidity that can only be accessed for a fee/tax. Meaning, as prices of external markets move, as prices, changes, arbitrages are incentivized to pay the fees to access this liquidity, the liquidity that is built by Apollo. To sell on an external market for profit. Then these fees are used. Burn Apollo, incentivize the vaults, and reward LSD vaults and Apollo LPers. So they admit it sounds complex, but imagine that. More liquidity plus more volatility equals more volumes across the board. plus additional tax in this case generates more profit, because you need to understand that Apollo indeed has a tax. So in summary, if you want to enter these vaults, you need to be aware that there is 1% exit fee. But if you stay long in that vault, and you will be long-term depositor, this will work heavily into your advantage, as you will receive your share of this every time someone leaves the vaults or execute the arbitrage opportunity through the vault. So if you deposit to the vault and you want to stay for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, that's a no-brainer, okay? So this is how this works. Another factor that I want to put into consideration is Apollo, because Apollo token itself also generates a lot of value for its holders. So you know how the vaults are working. So let's check into Apollo positions, So you have Apollo positions, Apollo token. And those Apollo pools have the tax implemented in them. And for example, there is the position with STETH. So if these assets to which Apollo is paired have more volatility, that also generates more volume on the Apollo pools, and that generates more tax, that generates the buybacks, that generates the burn, and that brings more value to the Apollo token itself. Okay, so you have these two factors, LP providers and vault earn the fees, plus Apollo holders that align with this also benefit tremendously. So let's have a look. And of course, this is not financial advice. This video is purely about the idea of accumulate. Okay, so let's check this out. Let's scroll to the beginning. Once again, read the articles. They will explain to you perfect. So what the Apollo does, okay? If you are just a holder, if you don't want to stake, don't want to do anything, you need to understand that Apollo has the buybacks. Buybacks of the market. As buybacks happen, the price go up. The supply of the Apollo goes down because they also burn the token. If you provide LP, you earn the yield from the tax on Apollo, 3% tax, buy tax, and 3% sell tax. Wide range of LPs for broad crypto exposure to other assets. Again, the same buybacks and deflationary. So holders, LP providers, and staking people all benefit from these three elements, okay? And now staking, that comes soon. Also, you have governance, and also additional yield from the buy tax that is there. Okay, so this is for Apollo. There was also really nice breakdown how the Apollo itself, how much should be generated in value depending on the volumes. And as you know, the volumes also depend on how the vaults perform. So more volume on the vaults, the more volume on the Apollo pools itself. Okay, so the tax is going to change depending on how much liquidity is going to be there. So if you have small liquidity, so right now we are on Astroport, we can see we are still, we're just about to hit 1 million on the liquidity. So the tax is 3%. So if volume is at around 37,000, that will generate $400,000 in buybacks and in the value that is being burned. If the volume increased to 150K, that changes already to $1.6 million in the burn Apollo a year. But if we go to some, much higher number, and this is not even going to the most optimistic number. Let's go to this like 50 million Apollo liquidity and the 1.5 million volume, which is nothing crazy. This is over $10 million in the burn Apollo tokens. So I hope this video gives you really great introduction why Apollo is one of the most exciting project on Ethereum, why the vaults are a great idea if you are a farmer, if you want to squeeze maximum value, and why Apollo tokenomics is surely one of the greatest thing that is not only in Cosmos, but in whole crypto. This is Don Kryptonium. As always, truly happy to educate you. Till the next time.